Hi friends, this is Miss Kopak. Today we're going to do some division word problems together. So I'd like you to get a piece of paper and a pencil. Pause this video and get a piece of paper and a pencil. All right, so you should have a paper and pencil with you. And before we get started, I want to remind you that division and multiplication are related. Remember, when we multiply, we take equal groups and combine them. But division is the opposite. When we divide, we take a number and we're separating it into equal groups. So when we do this, we can find out how many groups there are or how many are in each group. So notice I said that word each. Remember, we saw this word a lot when we did multiplication word problems. But you can also see this word in division word problems. So when you see each, you need to think, am I multiplying or am I dividing? Am I putting equal groups together to multiply, or am I making equal groups? Am I separating a number to divide? Some other words you could see in a division word problem are split, divide, separate, equally, and evenly. So if you see those words, they can be a clue to divide. Let's try a problem together. There are 24 cookies. If 3 friends equally split the cookies, how many cookies will each kid get? So notice there's that word each, but I'm not going to be multiplying here. I am going to be dividing because I'm taking 24 cookies and I am splitting them between 3 kids. So we're doing 24 divided by 3. Now you might remember a multiplication fact. 3 times something makes 24. If you remember that, go ahead and write that down. If you don't remember, then you can use an equal groups picture. You make 3 groups for the 3 friends, and then you can use tally marks or X's or dots and go to each group and keep going until you get to 24 in all, and your group should be equal. So pause the video and solve this problem. All right, you should have solved this problem, and you can see here I made an equal groups picture using happy faces, and I can see there's 24 in all, but when I split them into 3 groups, there is 8 in each group. 24 divided by 3 equals 8. So that means that each kid is going to get 8 yummy cookies. I want to show you something cool. Division problems can be written another way. We know that this is the division sign, but this is also a division sign. And so I like to think of it as a little house. That's what it reminds me of. And you put the dividend, the big number, inside the house. Outside the number is the divisor, and your answer goes on top. So 24 divided by 3 equals 8. You can write it this way, or you can write it this way. Let's try another problem. Greta has a dog walking business. Last week, she walked an equal number of dogs each day. If she walked 35 dogs in all, how many dogs did she walk each day? So again, I see that word each, but since they're talking about there's 35 dogs and I need to figure out how many she walked each day, I need to split that number 35 up. We're going to divide. And since she did this for a week, we need to think, how many days are in a week? How many days are in a week? There are 7 days in a week. So we're doing 35 divided by 7. So you want to write this down. If you remember the multiplication fact, 7 times something equals 35, then you already know the answer. But if you don't remember that multiplication fact, you're going to make 7 groups, and you're going to split 35 tally marks between those 7 groups. So pause the video and write down your answer. All right, I figured out this problem. I have 7 groups, and when I split 35 between those 7 groups, there are 5 in each group. So that means Greta walked 5 dogs each day. 35 divided by 7 equals 5 dogs. And if you wrote it the other way, you would go 35 divided by 7 equals 5. So that's the other way that you can write it. So, but you probably solved that problem by making an equal groups picture or by remembering 7 times 5 makes 35. Let's do one more problem. Dale has $100. How many $10 bills does he have? You know what? I don't see the word each in here. I do not see the word split or divide. But if I think about this problem, it's still a division problem. This is a division problem because it tells me how much money he has, $100. And he made that $100 by using $10 bills. So I'm going to take $100 and break them into groups of 10. So I need to think 100 divided by 10 equals what? You might remember 10 times something makes 100. Or you could think about counting by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. How many groups of 10 are in 100? Or if you wanted to make an equal groups picture, you could certainly make 10 groups and split 100. So pause the video and write your answer down. Here is an equal groups picture where I made 10 groups and I split 100 happy faces between the groups. And you can see that there are 10 happy faces in each group. So 100 divided by 10 equals 10. And if you use skip counting to help you, you would have to skip count 10 times. Or if you think multiplication, 10 times 10 makes 100. So he had 10 $10 bills, and that's why he has $100. If you wrote this division problem the other way, you would put big number inside, 100, divisor outside, answer on top. 10 divided by 10 equals 10. So now you are ready to try doing some division word problems on your own in Seesaw. Toodaloo, kangaroos.